Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Elaina. Привет! I'm your Russian American makeup and beauty addict. I usually do reviews and tutorials of affordable, inexpensive makeup from Walmart, drugstore, various websites. I'll test on my face and I'll pass the savings to you guys. In this video, I'm doing a small beauty bay haul, a few products, and the main focus of this video is Bperfect. Manifest Big Dream. This beautiful palette, and it's not super new, but that's when I got it and that's what I'm reviewing it. So I'm gonna give you the swatches, the mini tutorial, and my final thoughts at the end. So you guys are interested, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new video upload. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and also go live every Monday. So do follow me on social media. The links are down in the description box. Also have Patreon group. The links are all in there. So like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get right into this. Okay, so this is a mini haul. I ordered some skincare from Beauty Bay, from Ordinary. I'm not gonna show it because it's just my refills. There's nothing exciting. When I was shopping on Beauty Bay, I mainly went there for this palette because it came to Beauty Bay and it was time for me to shop. Now Bperfect has a website for UK with more expensive shipping, and they have US website where they don't get new releases right away. And I was like, it was so upsetting because it's the same thing as Revolution. Revolution made a US website that doesn't have anything exciting and new. I'm like, well, excuse me, I'm not buying anything but Profusion anymore. All the used brands. Anyway, I got over it, so I went on Bperfect. No, I went to Beauty Bay. So Beauty Bay ships to US, so thankfully they didn't change anything. I like Beauty Bay, they ship nicely, so I have no problems with them. So this is not new, but that's when I got it. Manifest Dream Big. I don't know what it's called, Manifest, or is it Dream Big Manifest? Whatever. It's a long name, so that's what I got. This is what it looks like. This was with a discount code. On Beauty Bay, I got it for 31 something, a few cents. I think I used the discount code. I got it a while ago, so I don't remember now. And I also got a couple of blushes. I wanted to get the lighter and brighter Revolution blush, the Super Dewy liquid blush, but they're all out of stock. So I got the Blush Me Up. It's a little bit, I mean, you can't see it under all the powder blushes that I put, but this is what it looks like. I'm gonna give it just a little swatcheroo. Yeah, it's more of like a burgundy-ish color. It's not pink, so it's not like people don't usually like pink blush nowadays, especially. But it's not light. So if you're fair or fair light, it's probably not gonna work for you unless you apply it sparingly. Also, I got the Beauty Bay base. So the blush was with a discount code. It was like a $5.85, I think. And I'm not sure what the full price was, probably like $6.50. So this is the Beauty Bay base. It's color white. And you'll see, I already telling you right away, it's amazing. I love it. And this was $8 something with the discount code. You blend it a little bit. See? It does not blend away. It's very opaque and it actually works real well. Everything looks bright and colorful on it. It's a good one. You guys, if you have a chance to purchase this, the white is gonna pop all of your colors. Highly recommend this one. I'm going to be using all 3 of these products and you're gonna see the tutorial. So see the swatches. And again, for once again, my husband is missing in action. He flew off to another location. I'm telling you, with a pilot, you'll never see his hairy arms and legs anymore. I'm trying to catch him and to watch him, but he keeps getting away from me. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right away. There's some of them that more kind of flaky, that fall away like this. and this one. So the best, like even on the palette it says the best method is finger application or flat synthetic brush, and I would say finger is even better than brush because it's just hard to scoop them. There are a few shades that creamy and putty-like. Like this is a putty-like base, matte base, and this is cream base, shimmer base. And then not really cream like you would think the eyeshadow base. They're more like a dryish kind of formula, so it's hard to explain. But this one I'll use under black, so you'll see it makes the black pop, so I'm not mad at it. So you see it swatches nicely. I used a little concealer on my arm, and I used concealer all the way to my shoulder. Swatch nicely. The shades are beautiful. I love all the army greens, all the grungy tones, so I use those instead of my go-to, but I can't wait to use the purple and blue and pinks. I mean, those are amazing. So without further ado, let's get to the tutorial itself and see how this applies. This green giving me life. I'm sorry it's the same look as Morphe, almost the same, but I had to go for grungy looks. And also Kim, one of my friends, she says, I would like to see you something more with browns, but with your own twist. And like, there you go, Kim. Browns and greens in my own twist. So let's test the base. Obviously I tested it already, so this is the white one. I felt like I needed a true white base because all I have is white concealer. I mean, one could argue that some bases are glorified concealers, but since my skin is super dry, on my eyelids, I can safely apply the base that could be a concealer or whatever. This is very pigmented actually, so I feel like Beauty Bay is creating so much great stuff. Like the eyeshadows are amazing. This is very good. This is very, very, very opaque, by the way. Look. See? That's incredible. Okay, maybe it's too much primer, but do I care? No. So now we're gonna use this patty-like shadow. So I read on Bperfect website. It's pretty actually. I like this insert. So I read on their website that this shade is actually cream matte base, and this is a cream shimmer base. So I'm gonna use them, try to utilize them, and use it for added depth. So this is in the color Bossman, and this is like a deep brown. I was gonna go for it because recently I've been into that grungy kind of muddy looks, and one of my subscribers and friends, she says, I would like to see you use more brown. I just saw this comment today. I'm like, brown. Ugh. That's my general opinion of brown and orange. But, I'm kind of living for this, you know? Look, those murky, deep kind of shades. Very, very grungy. I'm into it. And this palette calls for it, I think, because there's so many shades in it like this. So it's a shame not to use them. So this applies easily. Of course, I didn't quite need the white base all over. I could have just used this, but I wanted to see how the white looks. I'm just testing stuff. So technically, I think I could have put the white like here and the brown where I want brown. So, I mean, I'm just working with it. My eyelids are dry, so I can handle more green. Now I'm going to use PMX 420 detail brush from Moda Brushes. This is just a pencil brush. And I'm going to go for black because why not? We want black to be pigmented. It's called Inked. And I think the Black Beach is one of the better blacks between the Carnival XL Pro and Love Tahiti. Love Tahiti black is better. So we're going to see if Inked is better. It looks like it's very good, but I'm applying it on this cream brown base. So cream brown base makes everything more pigmented. And also I feel like the black blends over the brown really easy. So I think that's an advantage of using the brown base before the black. So I'm just gonna map out my new crease and map out my huge AFI because we like the illusion on this channel. Extra drama queen illusion. Of course, if you guys want to recreate this in real life and you have this palette, you don't have to make it big. You can just stop here and blend it out to here and call it a day, but I like extra. And I just can't help it. Like every time I start the eye look, I'm thinking, I'm just gonna make something more rounded, something more subtle today. And I go, oh, let's blend this black. I mean, yellow, right? I'm just having fun at home, why not? Worst case, I'm gonna wear it to Walmart and scare some Walmart people with this. Okay, so I'm gonna use another brush. This is Spectrum B11 brush. I'm going to put the darker brown here and cooler tones. There is two. There is Mega and there is Wing It. Wing It is cooler, so I wanted to go for cooler and then go with like a more of a grungy tones. Like I love this Bondi, so I'm gonna be using this. I'm gonna be using Selfie. That's not my usual go-to, but lately I've been drawn to those colors. So Wing It first. I'm just gonna tap it on. And this is a very dark deep brown shade too. So applied over the black, it immediately blends itself. I'm not gonna go too crazy over here because there's not much room to blend. And I still wanna go with Selfie and stuff, so... Okay, next. I'm going to add that Selfie color. And so this is more orangey, but it's like a grungy orange. It's not the bright orange. And it blends so well with Bondi. So orange, Selfie, and Bondi. Selfie first, and that's a Jessup 231 brush. So half on brown and half off. Like it helps to blend 50% on, 50% off. These shadows blend so easy. I literally have seamless blend already between black and brown and orange. Sometimes when I edit it, I see it on camera that it looks like there is some kind of patchiness, but in real life there isn't any. So I think it might be the lighting here, I don't know. We'll see. So now I'm gonna add this into the inner corner a little bit here, because this is gonna help to blend Bondi. Bondi is more of a mustard yellow. Very, very pretty. It's gonna be a lot of going back and forth between all the colors now and blending them out. It already gives you this very, very dramatic look. I just want to test as many shades as possible while keeping it in the same color story. I'm going with, ooh, that color, that mustard color, give me life, Bondi. And this is a brush from BoxyCharm. It's a Glamire, whatever. It's a bigger brush. It's very soft and smudgy. It's very good to blend here. Look how good this blends. Bperfect, this is impressing me. Actually, dare I say, I like this formula better than Excel Pro or Love Tahiti. I would say Love Tahiti formula is less dry than Excel Pro, and I feel like this one is even less dry than Love Tahiti. It feels like they're changing their formula for the better. I mean, in my opinion. Because I love those two palettes, but the only thing I don't like about them, that they're so dry. And this one feels different. It does. In a good way. Okay, excuse the mess. It's all gonna come together, believe me. So the brow bone highlight. I want to try this cream base first. It's not as creamy as we'd imagine. Like I was imagining it to be like a eyelid primer, you know, like eye base, but it's not. It's more like a creamy-ish eyeshadow. It's putty-like, you know, you press it in and kind of, you know, it has shimmer in it, but it doesn't spread like cream, you know. So I'm still gonna use it. This is a brush, a Sigma brush actually, shader inner corner. I use it both for inner corner of brow bone. It's a number E46, and we're gonna put this under the brow. See, it doesn't really want to spread that well, so I don't know, as a base I'm not that impressed, but we'll see. We'll see how this sticks. I would say other shades stick to it pretty well, but I think it's a little unnecessary. To me, just unnecessary. It's a nice shimmer itself, but it's very subtle. I'll just go without it. Okay, so I wanted to put a couple of shades here, so kind of like put a lot on top. So I'm gonna go for the 11, and I'm going to top it with macaroni because I wanted something shimmery and extra sparkly. 11 is extremely blinding. Look at it. Yeah, it sticks to the base very well. That's extra. And now I'm gonna go for a little bit of macaroni on top because I want to keep this eyeshadow look in the gold family. Gold green. Yeah, it's working. You can see a little gold on it. So I cut my base with the same primer from Beauty Bay. So I'm going to use all of the shimmers I was drawn to. Well, I was drawn to like all of them, of course, because, you know, we all like sparkly shimmer things that's shiny and glittery. That's why I call myself a parakeet, because I'm drawn to everything sparkly. And if you're watching this video, you probably are too. Anyway, so yeah, I really wanted to try this, but that's for another day. And that's a duochrome too, I just realized it like now. So I'm gonna start with Shrek. We're gonna top this with Belief. And then we're gonna go into the Benji. And we're gonna top Benji with Macaroni. I feel like Macaroni and Belief are more of a topper. And the other two are more of like a cream base. So like the other two are more shimmery, you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm using Morphe flat brush, unnamed brush from a synthetic brush set, and we're gonna go into Shrek. You'll see, it is so lush. The deep army green. That is so pretty. So I'm going into Belief. This is just added extra. That is so beautiful. Going to Benji, that bright yellow. And Benji is a putty-like texture as well. The only thing is like it's a little crumbly, you see? It kind of crumbles. And that's just a little bit. I'm being picky. I wish it was more creamy, but it crumbles a little. It does say that the cream eyeshadows here are better to be applied with a finger or synthetic brush. I could use my finger, but this area is very small, and this is a synthetic brush, so might as well. Alright, so now we're going to top this with Macaroni. I'm not lifting palette because I already showed you the shades. Macaroni is your typical gold eyeshadow, but it is so beautiful. These are very good shimmers. You know, if you had any problems with XL Pro shimmers or Love Tahiti, and you would say the mattes are great, but the shimmers are kind of meh, this compensates for that. This palette is full of incredible shimmers. I'm so glad I got it, because I almost skipped it. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling this palette. And then it came to Beauty Bay. And I was shopping on Beauty Bay. I'm like, I need this palette for review. I'm very late, of course, to review this, but better be late than never. Well, I guess in YouTube world, late means no views. But my channel barely gets any views anyway, so I might as well enjoy. And just blending the green and the gold together. And then I'm gonna blend this part. So for this part, I'm taking another Morphe JS 12 brush. This is like a medium smallish size blended brush, and I'm gonna use yet another shade here. I'm gonna go for Hustle, this, and black, back to black. So Hustle is a perfect transition with a shimmer, with a Shrek shimmer. Look how pretty that is. They put the shades next to each other, just perfect, perfect, perfect. They really did well with the color story, I would say. Back to the inked. So what I did off camera, I put Urban Decay, Mildew in the waterline. And now I'm going to yet use another shadow, which, when you look at it, you might think it does not go with the look, but we're gonna make it go. This is a cooler tone green. It's called Stories, but I'm going to use the Bondi with it, and it's gonna make it like perfect blend here. Using another BoxyCharm brush. I just realized I have so many brushes from BoxyCharm that I actually love using. It's another Lovish brush, eye shading. BoxyCharm has been excellent, actually. I keep thinking about canceling BoxyCharm, and then they keep delivering. This month's May, actual May month's BoxyCharm, I got a Natasha Denona palette. I just opened the May box. It's been sitting on my desk. There's a mini Natasha Denona palette. I'm like, holy cow, are you kidding me? Alright, so that's a pretty green. So I'm using the same brush into Bondi. And now I'm gonna make it this smudgy, grungy look. Look at that. That's perfect, perfect transition. Alright, before I clean all the mess up, for the inner corner, I usually do inner corner off camera at the end, but I mean, might as well try now. If it rubs off, I add more. Because I like to put concealer here first, but I mean, let's go for it. I'm gonna go into the Driven, that cream first. And then, for SHETS and giggles, I'm gonna put Insta. It looks like a light purple. You would think it won't work, but it's very subtle purple. So it looks like white-ish, you know. So I just wanted to try that. It's so extra, I had to. And that purple, it does not look purple. It looks just something very bright and white. So it works for me. It's dramatic, it's extra. So I think I'm gonna do the cleanup, do my base, and I'm gonna come back later and I'm gonna show you the next item I need to review. And I hope it's not too dark, because Beauty Bay was out of all the Revolution bases and I got this color and I have not opened it yet, so it's gonna be a surprise. I'm a little scared because outside it looks really dark, so I hope it's not that dark inside. So I'll be back with the base. So I used Makeup Revolution matte base foundation F10, and I used XX Revolution concealer in the color 66, and I used contour from Makeup Obsession in D01. So this is it. The color is Blush Me Up, and it is fairly dark. That's already blended. I'm gonna put a little bit on my hand. It's a little dark. I mean, that's the only color was available, so you'll see what it looks like. So blend it with a brush, just a brush, on top of my hand first. I'll just stamp it on so it looks more subtle, because it can be very pigmented. But you can work this out if you have a medium skin tone or light medium. You can really make it work. It's not the color that's in now, like orange, yellow blush is in, but this is more of like a brownish, reddish brown kind of color. But it's not pink. Like, nobody likes pink blush nowadays, I think. So it works. I think it'll work for light medium tones. It's quite pretty. I mean, it's gonna be all powdered over anyway, and then I'm gonna apply my orange yellow blush because, you know, the eyeshadow. And then we're gonna continue, and I'm gonna come back with full face of makeup. So this is a finished look. This is the eyes. I'm really liking it. So far, I've never been disappointed with Bperfect, except for the first XL Pro that seemed to be too dry and patchy or something, and they sent me another one that was okay. But I think I like the formula of this one much better than the XL Pro. It seemed more blendable and less dry for sure. On my lips, I've got a bunch of stuff. I was trying to make a lipstick look like this, but I don't have one, so I used a little bit of base, just a brown lipstick. Any lipstick will do, and I put the eyeshadow on it, of course. I used a little bit of this and a little bit of this, and I put the Ellie Girl Holographic lip topper. This is in the color Iridescent Lip Gloss Gold Rush. Colors Gold Rush, so yeah. This is like a very specific color. It doesn't look great on every look, but with this kind of look, it was just right. So here's the finished look. I wasn't sure where I was gonna go with this look. That's why I wore this top, because I was gonna go for pink and purple or something, but here we are. So, what I think? I think this is beautiful. I'm so glad I did pick it up on Beauty Bay, because I almost skipped buying this one, and I was like, let me wait for another release from Bperfect. But this is not my Parakeet rainbow palette, but it doesn't have to be. It's a beautiful grungy palette, and the shimmers are incredible. I had some difficulties with some of the patty texture shimmers, because like this one was kind of cracking a little bit. You had to real blend it, kind of smoosh it side to side. Probably finger will be a best bet. But the payoff is so incredible. Just this shade alone in my inner corner, it's blinding, it's standing out, it's so pretty. And I used this shade a little bit on my finger as a topper for the highlight, and I used the shade, the 11, as an actual highlight. Actually works real well as a highlight. It did not give me any texture on my skin. It was just perfect. So you can actually use some shades on. Of course I used this for the blush. I mean, I had to, right? Bondi and Selfie, a little bit of Selfie as well, to just blend it out, because I wanted to make it all flow naturally with eyeshadow. So the Beauty Bay eye base is beautiful. I think I like the texture. I like how matte and opaque it is. I like that it's not super dry. The texture reminds me, I would say, between Makeup Revolution eye base and P. Louise. It's fluid, but it's not too liquid. It's just perfect to me. Like my eyelids are dry. It does not dry them out, but it's not greasy either. It sets itself, seems like it. It doesn't grease a lot. I would say Beauty Bay made a great product, and white is real white. Everything stands out in it, so this is a great product. The Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blush. This is pretty. I just wish I got a lighter shade or like a more warmer tone, like a orangey shade, but they're all out of that. So Blush Me Up is still pretty. You could totally use this shade for the medium skin tones, not the fair, but light, medium light, like the way my skin is with self-tanner. It works real well. So yeah, I would highly recommend this. So if you guys want to go, if you're in US, it's easy to buy from Beauty Bay. There is a US Bperfect website, but I don't get everything immediately. I feel like when this came out, it was not on Bperfect USA. So that kind of feels like it's unfair. It's the same with Revolution. Revolution made their own website for US, but the new releases don't go on there very quickly. So, it is what it is. But the palette is great. So very pretty. Highly recommend. So go shop, check out Beauty Bay or Bperfect US website. If you're in UK, you have no problems with it. So this is it. That's the end of my video. If you guys enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so don't forget to ring the notification bell so you get notified of every new video upload. I also go live every Monday. Yeah, and do leave me a comment below. Let me know if you picked it up, because it's not brand new. In UK, most of the people already got it, so let me know. So thank you for all my patrons. You guys are so cool, so amazing. Thank you for your support. I have a Patreon group. The link to my group is also in the description box, as well as my social media links. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!